Alright. Hello, everybody. It is I, Granorite, and here we are back with another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Emerald with our Gen 3 type challenge of Water type. We are here in Mauville. We took on Watson at the beginning of last episode, and now we are on our way to Mount Chimney and Lava Ridge. We did the whole loop around by Fall Arbor Town and stuff last episode, so we're gonna keep moving forward. Alright. Pelipper is really close to being done. EV training, it only needs 2 more EVs. So we can get that in the next immediate fight. Well, I guess not, maybe not the next one. So that means the only other Pokemon that needs to EV train is Wartortle. So we're going to keep focusing Wartortle up when we can. The big thing is we don't want to over level for Flannery. So we got to make sure that that doesn't happen. Alright, you have the Nummel. Which we're gonna water gun. We should be seeing some evolutions this episode at some point. I mean, I think just one. I think Tentacool will evolve into Tentacool at level 30. So that'll happen after we face Winona. And then sometime next episode, I would say, will be our next one, which will be Seel into Dugong at level 34. And then at some point, eventually, Wartortle and the Blastoise at level 36. All just depends on how fast we get through stuff. Good critical. Alright, Pelipper is EV trained. It's done. Did a little bit more for Wartortle in this fight. With these Nummels. Still need to get a water move on Seel. Get there eventually. And by eventually, I mean when we learn Surf. Actually, let's just keep Seel out for Zubat. We have ice moves. Excellent. So I don't expect Flannery to be too difficult. The big issue always with Flannery is, you know, Sunny Day to lessen our water damage. Good job, Wartortle. Alright, let's swap Tentacool up. Foo. Blah, 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 monologue. Alright, let's Bubble Beam. Good damage. Alright, hopefully that doesn't... Always. Always. One sand attack, miss the next attack. We are not allowed to hit after a single sand attack. We're gonna keep Tentacool out for the camo up. Hopefully we hit past that sand attack. Nope, I shouldn't have said anything. Wow. Okay, we're just gonna beef it. Just gonna beef it. We use sand attacks, they still always hit. I will crap about it. Alright, let's swap to Seel. Very nice. Alright, blah, 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 blah. We're gonna skip all of these trainers on the jagged path, just so we don't, like I said, get over-leveled for Winona. Or not Winona, Flannery. We're not at Winona yet. You gonna cause problems, bud? Alright, we'll come back to these Slugmas in just a sec. I'm gonna start off with this double battle. And then if Wartortle needs more after that, we'll get more. Aha! Misses the Smaug. Schmaug. Very nice. Alright, now we'll take Wartortle back to the double Slugma fight. Very nice. Let's go Pelipper. Alright, then let's swap Pelipper up with Seel for this next double battle. So Wartortle still needs 24 more special attack EVs to max out its special attack. Let's Water Gun here and Aurora Beam here. Good critical. Misses the Fury Swipes. Let's Wing Attack into an Aurora Beam. the Aurora Beam will be super effective. Very nice. Just keep it going. Ah, butts. Wonder if I could still take out this Metatite. Alright. Let's go heal. We want to learn Rest. Alright. So there's 2 Pokemon in this fight we'll use Wartortle on for sure. Well, maybe 3 even. I don't want to overlevel Wartortle too much because we want to fight a lot of the Sandshrews. We'll definitely fight the first one with Wartortle. We'll see about the later ones. Because I want to get a lot of defense on Wartortle. And so I want to fight a lot of the Sandshrews in the Go-Go Desert. I'll see how much this gives Wartortle. We'll still take out the Slugma. It's just an easy 4. Alright, Tentacool's gonna come out on the Camelrupt and level up to 29 off it. We're gonna keep Tentacool out for right now against the Torkoal. Could be probably a bad idea, but we're gonna see what we can do here. Cause it's gonna Sunny Day, yeah, and then we're gonna Swagger it, which is probably not good for the body slams. But if Torkoal hits itself, that's gonna be really good for us. But of course that doesn't ever happen for us. And all we did is give it 2 stages up on attack. We'll let's waste a turn of the Sunlight. She's still got a bunch of healing items. Frack. Thank you, for once. Sunlight is still strong. Are we gonna lose to this freaking Torkoal? Go away. All because we swaggered it up and it can't hit itself. Jeez. Still dumb how hard that was with a super effective team. Alright, let's grab this nugget. Let's go get Toxic really quick. My repel's still on. I need the Stardust. Alright, so the Sandshrews and the Sand Slashes, we're going to let go on Wartortle here. Wartortle still needs... 252 more. So we can definitely get that before the next gym with as much defense as there is. So this will put us to 48. We have to at max fight 3 trainers in Norman's gym. Controller. You dying? This will put us to 44. Remember, our target for the next gym is only level 31. It's not like we need a lot of experience. And the only reason Seal's not doing better with Aurora Beam is because it's only water type right now. It doesn't gain the ice typing until it evolves. Alright, this puts Wartortle down to an even 40. Wartortle turned into an egg for just a little bit. 36 after this fight. Well, I got Toxic, but I didn't teach it. Should probably do that to Pelipper. Oh, he's faster. $28. $24 when I hit this thing, if I hit it now. We'll swap here just because I still want to use Wartortle for another fight or two. 24, so that'll put us down to, this is what, 16? Yeah, 16 more on Wartortle. Let's do these other couple fights here. We would definitely like to level up and evolve Tentacool before we take on Norman. I'd like to get everybody up to at least 30. Almost got it. Sandstorm will take it out. I think we can get the rest of what we want level-wise in the Trick House and Norman's Gym. Let's let Seel take on this Kecleon. I have yet to see an attack drop with Aurora Beam. Oh, it just barely hangs on. I think that'll be plenty. Alright, so even though we're going to do this whole next hiker fight with Wartortle, it'll overlevel us just a little bit past 31. But I mean, we're not going to get to 32. But this will finish out our EV training for Wartortle, and then thus the entire team. You can learn Protect on Wartortle. We'll do that and place a Tail Whip for now, might as well. Remember, Protect gives us pretty much a freebie past Slacking, because we can skip the every other turn. Baba Beam! Very nice. Double nice. I don't think we learn Wrap. This is why I used the potion on Seel, just so we could take on this Swablu. Alright, evolution time! That gets us the Cruel. Which is going to try to learn Wrap again. Big boost to special defense. So all the way up to 111 special defense. What do we know about Tentacool? Well, Tentacool is a large Kandarian Pokemon. It has a clear light blue body with 2 large red orbs on either side, and a small orb in the center. Its eyes are visible, in its round lower body, which is black. Extending from its lower body are two blue beak-like appendages and numerous grayish tentacles. Its red orbs glow whenever it's excited or agitated, communicating with its own kind, and it may alert others to danger by stridently flashing them. They are also capable of refracting sunlight, storing energy, and firing ultrasonic waves. Tentacool's primarily light blue body helps it camouflage in the water. It has a total of 80 tentacles, which it can readily extend during hunts to ensnare its prey in a net-like shape before immobilizing it with poison. The tentacles can grow or shrink with ease. Its tentacles can absorb water to stretch even further. Most of the tentacles are hidden and kept short, leaving up to 14 exposed. However, it tends to lose tentacles as it ages. While Tentacool is rarely seen, they can gather in large groups, which scares away any nearby fish, Pokemon. Tentacool lives in underwater rock formations, can be found throughout the ocean. Although Toadstool bears a strong resemblance to Tentacool, the two species are biologically unrelated. In our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Tentacool, Ruby says Tentacool has large red orbs on its head. The orbs glow before lashing in the vicinity with harsh ultrasonic blasts. This Pokemon's outburst creates rough waves around it. Sapphire says Tentacool has tentacles that can be freely elongated and shortened at will. It ensnares prey with its tentacles and weakens the prey by dosing it with a harsh toxin. It can catch up to 80 prey at the same time. Emerald says it lives in complex rock formations on the ocean floor and traps prey using its 80 tentacles. Its red orbs glow when it grows excited or agitated. Fire Red says it has 80 tentacles that move about freely. They can sting, causing poison and sharp stabbing pain. And Leaf Green says the tentacles are normally kept short. On hunts, they are extended to ensnare and immobilize prey. And that is our information on Tentacool. So our next evolution should be Seel into Dugong. That'll happen at level 34, which will be after Winona, assuming that we keep our level parity where we want it. Because Winona's team is at level 33. The fact that between Flannery and Winona, which is, you know, gyms 4, 5, and 6, we gain a total of 4 levels in relevance to the Gym Leaguers team is pretty dumb in my opinion. It's just too fast. I know, like, in Kanto, Koga and Sabrina are at the same level, but it's, like, in the 40s. Wow. Okay. So I have 1 Oranberry. See if Dugong could take on this Swallow. It's decent damage, but it's not quite enough. 37. How much have we lost? 7... 50. We've lost 57 so far. So far. He healed it. Oh, he's just gonna knock us out. Well, okay then. Comparing it to how much damage we had taken before, we should have survived that. But of course we didn't. Because we're not allowed to do stuff like that. We gotta be careful with this Delcatty because it knows Shockwave. But Seel's got pretty good special defense. to heal it here. So now we're going to heal. Since we've slowed it down, we have a chance to flinch it with our headbutts. Just trying to get some levels on Seel. Oh, come on. Go down. Alright. We need to face at least 2 more. I'm trying to think which ones I want to face. Let's go for the Slack Off here. And then the following Vigoroth. Water gun it in case it just slack offs. Which did. Okay, there goes its Citrus Berry. All right. So let's give a Chesto Berry to Seel. So when we sleep with it, it'll wake right back up. Let's give the Oran Berry to Wartortle. And then we'll also give a Chesto Berry to Pelipper. And we'll give a Cherry Berry to Tentacool. Not that it's going to be useful in this fight, but whatever. So he starts out... Oh, we still have another fight to do. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's use Tentacool. Because Tentacool is fast. And it hasn't had any screen time since it evolved. It's going to be really close to us taking it out. It's either going to be just enough or one short. I'm happy it was just enough. Alright, this isn't going to be the easiest fight. Now, we could keep going until we get the team up to 31, but there's so many more fights on the way to Winona that are better for us. Alright, let's start off with an Icy Wind on the Spinda. Slow it down just a little bit. Just a second. Putting in EVs into my tracker here. I don't know if that's going to be enough for us to outspeed it. It's going to be pretty close. Let's just Aurora Beam it. Okay, so it is faster. Now, we do have a Chesto Berry on, so if we rest, we will automatically wake back up. Let's headbutt it, see what happens. We're getting to the point now that if I hit myself, we could go down. Of course, I said something. Alright, we'll rest while he heals. I'd like to get some attack drops. Be nice. Aurora Beam's supposed to have a chance to do that. That figures. I was waiting for the third time in a row. It'll be right here. We are not allowed to hit through confusion consistently. And it knows exactly when we're going to get out of it to put it right back on us. You out of facades now? Don't worry, we'll do the damage to ourselves. Come! God! Ah! Finally, we're past the first Pokemon. Jeez. This thing's gonna hurt Tentacool, especially with a slash. Ow. But we did enough damage that we should take it out with this. Yeah, I thought that was coming. Ooh, we survived it, but barely. It's too strong. I only have one more revive. Gosh darn it. Because it's faster than me. Why is it faster? I didn't save beforehand. We wasted so much time on that stupid, I forgot to give it berry back. Whatever. Speed past the Spinda. If I can. Okay, I need Tentacool to take out the Lanoon. Pelipper strong enough to go up against the Vigoroth. Okay. Okay. Because Tentacruel's the only one that's fast enough to outspeed this thing. Oh, I don't have good healing. Stop! Oh, stop that! Stop that! Am I still not even strong enough to... Okay. That was dumb. Now, it's going to take us forever to get past this slacking, but we will. Is he just going to counter on his turns? He's going to try to use Yawn and other stuff, too. I'm going to use a couple of Slacking's turns just to get some healing on my other Pokemon here. We'll wait with the Leppa Berry. So we can get our Protects back on Wartortle. So here's the problem, is that he's still got all, like, what, all but one of his healing items. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. It was a waste of a Protect. And he still had the Citrus Berry on there, too. Alright. But being that Wartortle's got Protect and Pelipper's got Protect, we will get past the slacking eventually. So does he heal it here? I think he does. No, he doesn't. Did he only have the one healing item? I thought he had more. Well, we got past it. Alright then. Yeah, you beat my butt the first time, so don't get all up in my face about it. Snooty. Alright, Surf. Seel needs a water move. We're also going to teach it just to our HMU because we always do. Okay. Goodness gracious. Let's take a little detour. Talk to this guy and get Sludge Bomb. So we avoid all the trainers because we don't want to overlevel. And there's a lot of fights that we have to do and a lot of trainers that we can go back and easily get on the way to Winona. Getting up to level 33. When I get this Pokemon power up. Oh, hi, high level Tentacool. Alright. Don't need the hard stone. Don't need the macho brace anymore. Oh, that's right. We lost half our money to our dad. So I don't have I'm not close to having enough to get another ice beam right now. Well, but thanks, Dad. Taking all my money. Alright, let's fight this little double battle over here. And then let's go do the Trick House. This one first, yeah. Should be an easy trick house for Pelipper to get a lot of good experience in. Close. Skip a turn again. Wing attack. Wing attack. Do it again. We'll use Pelipper for this last one because it'll be ×4 effective against this Breloom. Nice. Let's give myself a badge. Very nice. Alright, so we're going to end this episode here, but we will be going on into a second episode today, so we're just going to take a short break, and we'll be back in just a second.